I've always known what it felt like to be loved because I come from a big family tree. My grandfather gave me 7 uncles, 3 aunties. They gave me infinite cousins. They gave me more cousins, and my mother gave me 2 brothers, 1 older, and when I was 12 years old, along came the younger. Now, those 2 I don't play about. For those 2, I'll pull out my 22 and spray about. Deuce Deuce will lay it down when it comes to her brothers if necessary, respectfully, and I love them equally. But that younger one, he's the one that pulls out the weak in me. That boy is spoiled rotten. I'm talking 6-month-old milk cheesing in a carton type of file. Because he knows how to get me to say yes, just like I did with Dennis. A little wine, and my big brother would give me what I wanted every single time. And Lil Kel has the same effect on me. I treat him like my own so much, my mom be like, that's your child, I had him for you. But it's hard for me not to give him what he asked for. April 17, 2004, I wasn't the baby anymore. I watched him leave my mother's womb and saw my heart in human form. I've always known what it felt like to be loved, but this was different. This was the type of love that makes you want to protect somebody from all of the evils in the world. No longer the baby girl, I wanted to be a superhero. My little brother's superhero. So I changed his diapers faster than Clark Kent changed into Superman. Brought him his bottles in a flash. Came to his aid the same way Wolverine would for Jean Grey. I'd do anything for him. And nobody better not do nothing to him. Try it, and I'm coming down with an iron fist to make you wish you never even thought about going. See, let me come back, because that's why when he was 8 years old, he told me I was fightative. But it's just because I wanted to protect him. Be his superhero. And I never imagined that I couldn't be, until I couldn't be the guardian of his galaxy, a disruption in his stars. I prayed to the Lord that we get to the root of the problem. When he was 8 years old, a tumor formed on his cerebellum. The Doctor Strange news sent my emotions into a static shock. A storm erupted in my mind. I wanted to holler, but barely got the words out. I wanted to holler, but barely got the words out. I felt lightning striking my chest, thunder rumbling in my belly, and all I could think about was Kelly. And how if I could, I'd trade places with him. I'd take on the pain. I'd be the one to take a knife to the brain if that meant that he never had to go through surgery again. But I had to accept that I'm merely mortal. And this was something they had to face on his own, so I waited, afraid, feared that I met my villainous match, and I couldn't fight on his behalf. Feared that a poison ivy would possess his body, a Darth Vader, a dark invader of venom, shifting its shape into the size of a golf ball. A kryptonite crept inside the secretions of his mind without many warning signs. And my little brother proved himself to be stronger than Thor at only twice the age of 4, and endured more than I ever could have. Became his own Superman. Used what was meant to kill him to make him stronger. Roared victorious. A Killmonger met his match with a cool cat named Kel. My little brother, a real-life Wolverine, healed his own wounds when the doctor said that the space in his brain wouldn't fill. They was on Cruella de Vil. White coats on black bodies, they was hating on my dog. But my young bull bounced back and proved everybody wrong, from a baby to a beast. Healed his own wounds and sped through 3 therapies, physical, occupational, and speech. Not even 2 months in, and he still made it back home in time for Thanksgiving. This is thanks that I'm giving for his survival. Thankful that I held on to 1 Corinthians 13:7 in the Bible. Love always protects, perseveres, and trusts. Love is patient and it's kind. And they left this part out, but sometimes it's a pain in your behind. If your little brother is anything like mine, but more than anything, he's my heartbeat. I left the rhythm in my mother's womb for him to bring it back to me. October 11, 2012, my little brother came back to me. Rose like a phoenix from the ashes. Shined away the gray in our eyes. When the doctors assured us that the tumor was benign, he's the strongest person that I know. Showed us that love will bring him back to us every single time. And at that point, I stopped trying to be his superhero. Instead, he became mine. Thank you. Okay.